All right, and so this last section, we're just going to very briefly talk about that third piece of the puzzle, or that third piece of the equation, which is the social aspects or the social environment of someone's settings and how that plays into the psychological disorders and how we can use it to treat different psychological disorders. So generally speaking, this is a relatively straightforward piece of the equation, and also, unfortunately, I think a piece that is less focused on oftentimes. And I think while it might seem maybe less important or less of a place that needs emphasis, in reality, I think that this can be a really crucial kind of piece of the equation as well. And we see, again, in the biopsychosocial model, it being one of those three components, or one of those three core components of this approach. And so when we look at the social setting or the social side of things, we know that people are social creatures and that we need sort of this social dynamic and this support system to be able to function in a healthy manner. And so we see here different aspects and different strategies that people can make and use to help people from this social point of view. Ensuring people have basic needs met, like food, safety, water, things like that, is an important critical step to then be able to have improvement from the other components as well. So the way I kind of think about this piece of the equation is that if we make improvements in the other categories, the biological and the psychological side of things, well, that's fantastic, and we can see improvement from those. But I think oftentimes that improvement isn't maintained or doesn't have staying power unless the social component is also addressed. So people may be able to fix some of their psychological disorders from a biological or psychological standpoint, but if they fall back into negative social patterns, they're more likely to see that disorder maybe reappear. Whereas if we can have a solid foundation on the social side, it makes those other pieces of the equation more effective and more long-lasting.